Welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms, everyone. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21 years or older, please leave now. Thank you. This is what we did yesterday. We came on up with the wall a little bit. We laid down some rock. You can go over to our other channel, Yellow Skunk Pond Gardens, and over there is a video of construction day 3. We just laid a few down. Gonna raise it on up a little bit. This from here, you see from here on around is going to be all granite rock. And then once we get this up around in here, we'll start with the river rock. And river rock will go up, on up into there, and then come on back down and fade into here, and then merge into there. This will come on up, and we'll merge the two. We'll remove some of these rocks here on Digger's little island there and merge the two together, bridge it over, and then this will be up, around here. The pond will be there. The creek will have a 3-tier system coming down, boom, 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 and then the creek will run through right on back into the pond, just like we do over here. So if you're not familiar, if this is your first video with Yellow Skunk Farms, welcome. And that is Cooter right down there. And there's Pooter. Pooter is our goldfish. We have Scooter in here as well. Scooter usually is behind, there she is. She's usually back there behind that rock there, or that log. She's our other slider Cooter turtle. There she is. Come on out, Scoot. This pond basically has one pump. We pump water up into the creek system. It drops down into here, and then the creek runs through the garden bed on around, and the creek is our filter box, so to speak. We don't have a filtration box, but the creek actually is the filtration box. And we actually did some cleaning yesterday. We removed a lot of the grass that was right through here. It had built up way too much all through here. We removed a lot of that. It was basically raising the creek water level. So it was raising the level up, and it was wicking into the pockets too much. So that's how these beds get water, is by wicking this moisture up from the creek. But over time, these critters, like the isopods and the worms and everything else, just turn that sand, silt, and clay and organic matter that's on the edge of the creek into worm castings, into mud, basically. It looks like mud, but it's actually worm castings. So that's all worm castings. It used to be sand, silt, and clay that was in the creek. So I just took this sand, silt, clay that's in the creek here and pulled it up over the creek wall, and that wicks water. Here's a good example right here underneath this rock. You can see the worms and everything just running through it. But you see how wet it is. So that is not because I water it, it's because it's wicking that water up, that wall there, and watering the soil beds. As long as we extend the sand and silt into the soil pockets, it will maintain that moisture that we're looking for and break down all this organic matter. Those worm castings are just packed full of biology and nutrients and everything that the plant needs. You got our elephant ear down here. Coming on up. This one we decided we were just going to keep. This was just a runt, but we decided to keep it. Just to keep the roots in the ground. That's what really this plant's only going to be good for, is sunlight, pushing those exudates down into the soil, feeding the biology, pushing those carbohydrates and sugars down that it's photosynthesizing, you know. But as far as like using it, not gonna, probably just gonna chop and drop it. Look at the seeds. Let's check out the seed. Look at all of them. Smells good, I'll tell you that. Check out this seed here. Smells really good, but the seeds are like white. But they are filling in, actually. That doesn't look as white as it did yesterday. Yeah, we're not going to be doing anything with this one. Like the seed is hollow. Unlike Droopy here. Droopy smells incredible. Seeded out, just, I mean, seeds everywhere. Just packed full of seeds. When you just touch it, the seed falls off. And the smell is, oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. It's got a, well, that one over there, and these three, just unbelievable smell. We're just hoping for some good seeds. Oh shit, that damn seed just popped out and flew somewhere. Whoops, I have to get another one. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those are good seeds. Look at the tiger stripes. Those are good seeds and hard as a brick. Sticky, smelly, hard. Yeah. And that's what we're looking for. Doesn't have that green tip on it anymore like you saw yesterday. Doesn't take long for them. Let's just drop it down in there. How about that? It ain't gonna, well, you never know, it might. I think I put one in there yesterday too. Looking good. Let's go over here and check on this one here. Old Droopy, I mean, this is a different plant than Droopy here. Droopy just got really tall and lanky. That's sativa. She's starting to turn yellow on us. This one here, full of seeds. I mean, just packed to the brim with seeds. Check this one up here. And the smell is just cotton candy, bubble gum, unbelievable terps. It's gonna go flying out of my hand, I know it is. It's so sticky though. This one's still a little green. Yeah, but she's building though. She's still a little green. She's coming along though. This one over here. Let's see, just full. Everywhere you touch, it's just a seed. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. This one's a little bit gassier. Look at that seed. That's a beaut right there. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing right there. Beautiful thing. Tiger striped out, healthy, hard as a rock. Very nice, and smells just unbelievable. Terpalicious. Terpalicious is what I like to say. They're not very big, but they're hard as a rock. And from what I understand, that's normal when you run seeds. Buds just put all their focus into producing those seeds. They don't get very big. Some don't, depending on cultivar, of course. These were a little behind. Let's see what, I checked these a couple days ago. They were white still, but it looks like they're getting a little greener. Yeah, they're starting to, this is lemon lime, this is Mr. Clean. Yeah, you start to see some brown coming. Probably another 10 days or so. Happens fast. Oops. Oh well. Lemon lime. Mr. Clean, little chemical, little chemi there. Little berry. More chemical and berry. Just go down here. Our lucky bamboo this is the second shoot. This was the first shoot, then it shot off this one. It's one of the first things we put in the creek. And it looks like we're definitely going to have to be cutting out some of that grass. It's just taking over everything. And then the dog fennel needs to be trimmed. But everything else looks good. Elephant ear here is just hanging out. This one here is just hanging out. We changed the lights on the Grandmasters to the cool blue only. So we are at the cool blue at day 56. You can see where we changed it. We were at 40-20, then we went to 40-20-20. Then we removed the 20 and went 60-30. Now we removed the 30 and went straight 100 to 0 for the rest of the way. We're pushing 306 watts of all three lights and only running one channel. The temperature is not correct. Either is the RH because the sensor is not hooked up. I use the pulse meter for the sensor. That right there. It seems to be doing okay. This thing is just full of seeds. There must be probably 1,000 seeds in there. One bud right there. I mean, look at them. Everywhere. Just loaded with seeds. They're not quite there yet. It's funny how this one is a little behind on that one than that one. This one here is way behind on the seed production. They're still green, but over here they're like, some of them are tired out and some of them are not. So another 10 days for sure. So at day 66, yeah, most of all this stuff will be coming out of here. We just planted our new seeds yesterday. So about 10 days, hopefully they'll get 10 days of growth. They'll pop hopefully in the next 5, and then give us 5 days to grow out of the, we'll usually get them about that big. We cut these when they're ready, and then just boom, 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 put them in here and let them ride. This time though, before we put them in, we're going to do a little adding some IMO 5, which is just going to replenish. Inside the IMO 5 is a little kelp meal, a little alfalfa meal. What what else? Rabbit poo, which is mostly alfalfa meal that the rabbit eats. But that'll give us a new bump in the soil. Plus we've been chopping and dropping everything, and everything has been just going away from here. Like the old stump, that's the old stump. It's nothing there. I'll show you the male stump. Like that's only been gone for what, 35 days, 40 days. This is the old male. This is the male stalk right here. This is all that's left of it. Completely degraded it. That's all that's left of the male. Look at that, just completely broken down. That tells me we have good fungi, we have great biology. Look at that, it's effortless. Just nothing left. Turns to balsa wood almost. Whoa. Look at that. This tells us we have great nutrient cycling going on in the bed. That's all this tells me. It tells me that things are getting broken down and that the worms and the critters are doing their job. Look. Just coming up, eating the bacteria off of this bag here. So I'll just get this wet again, bring it over, move it over to the next, cover these guys up a little bit. Look at that worm. That's a monster. Oh, that looks like a snake. Alright guys, I appreciate everybody hanging out today. There ain't a whole lot more to do. You see we're coming up along. I gotta work today, so they need me at the office. So we'll be going in today, but hopefully we'll be back at Luckstone tomorrow. Get some more rock and start working on the old pond garden. We gotta get some concrete in here too. We gotta concrete in this. I think we're at the point where we can concrete in and then start stacking again. But I appreciate everybody hanging out, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.